In the beginning, there was a free press. Well, not really, but it sounded good. By the end of the millennium, 5 men controlled the world's media, and we ate their crap up with a spoon. Yet there was one man who operated outside their control. He and his motley crew were known as the People's Democratic Republic of Television. Their mission? To bring the people the awful truth. Tonight, from somewhere inside the PDR TV, please welcome Michael Moore.
All right, thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you, please. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. This is our second week on the air here for The Awful Truth. And I have a number of ideas and things I would like to share with you this evening. And I'm very glad that you're here. I read this statistic in the paper that said that actually there are 3 guys, Bill Gates, Walton Jr., you know, the heir to the Walmart fortune in this country, big department stores, and the Sultan of Brunei. These 3 guys together, all right, own $181 billion. I mean, that's their net worth, and that equals the total gross domestic product of 162 countries. I mean, is that an amazing statistic? You know, but then I got to think, see, this is good. Before it was the rich. How are we ever going to beat the rich? It was so daunting. But then it was like, wait a minute. Now it's just 3 guys. It's just 3 guys. We can kick 3 guys' ass, can't we? Huh? I mean, check out these 3 guys. Right, stand up. You 3 of you, stand up. Yes, the 3 of you right in the second row there. Hey, now, we can kick their ass, can't we? Look at them. Huh? You see, it's okay. Sit down. It's a nonviolent crowd. Sort of. No, but really, I mean, when you start to think of it that way, it's not so overpowering, is it? You know, it's really just 3 guys now that we have to defeat. And actually, one of them, Bill Gates, is worth $97 billion. $97 billion. That is equal to the net worth of 120 million Americans. I mean, how did he get that rich? He ain't that smart, is he? I mean, look at him. We can kick his ass, can't we? That's just one guy. One guy. Well, I got to thinking, you know, if the rich are really supposed to be smart, well, how smart are they? So I decided the way to find out was to challenge them to my own quiz show.
Rich people rule the world. Boy, they must be pretty smart. But just how smart are they? To find out, we pit wealthy people against working people in a test of common knowledge. Meet our contestants from upper crust Madison Avenue, New York, and blue-collar Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Now let's play Beat the Rich.
What's your zip code?
What's my zip code?
Which where? Palm Springs, 92270.
And Brentwood?
90069.
No, it's 49.
What's your zip code?
1021.
1021? What's your zip code?
53221.
15220.
48152.
How much to supersize it at McDonald's?
39 cents.
How much to supersize it at McDonald's?
$3.95.
What do you do for a living?
I own McDonald's hamburger business.
What do you do?
Yes.
How much does it cost to supersize it at McDonald's?
29 cents.
39.
39.
One share of stock at IBM.
No idea.
Don't own stock.
Oof. Price of a single share of IBM stock?
162.
It's been going up.
$160 approximately.
How much does it cost?
I know because I looked it up yesterday. It went up like 4.5 points.
Good for you.
I'm in the market.
That was a good year for Merlot.
I have no idea.
For who? Merlot.
Who the hell's that? Say that again.
A good year for Merlot.
A good year for
Merlot.
who's Merlot?
Marlow. Accent on the first syllable. Merlot.
Merlot.
What's a good year for Merlot, for the red wine?
95.
95?
96.
First thing you do when the toilet doesn't work.
First thing I do when a toilet doesn't work, I go to my second toilet.
Call the super or call somebody to fix it.
Run like hell.
Get out and get another one.
I take the top off, I turn the water off, I see if it's flushing properly. If it's not, I go down to the hardware store and buy parts and put it back together.
Would you show us how to change the bag in a vacuum cleaner?
No, I couldn't do that.
You can do this.
No, we can't do this.
Yes, you can. Come on, we're Americans.
We don't vacuum. A line notch with hose adapter.
Can you change a bag in a vacuum cleaner?
By all means.
Would you please show us how? Very good. Thank you very much. Thank you. Where's a good place to go for a winter vacation?
Aspen, San Moritz.
St. Martin.
Best place, Polynesia to me.
Best place for a winter vacation?
Vermont.
You're from?
Vermont.
Florida. Poconos.
I go to Deep Creek, Maryland, Indiana.
Indiana.
What's the minimum wage these days?
I have no idea.
I really don't know.
$8.
Yeah, I think it's $8 an hour, $6. I really don't know.
What's the minimum wage?
$5.50, and it's too low. Should be $10 an hour.
Bottle of Dom Perignon.
Now you're talking on my league.
No clue.
Never had one. Yet.
Price of a bottle of Dom Perignon.
Oh, about $150.
Dom Perignon in Italian liras, of course.
$125.
Well, it depends where you get it. Ferrari or Berlucchi, they are half price.
In addition to this box, what else do you need to make this?
To make this? Milk, margarine, water.
In addition to this box, what do you need to make this?
Cheese.
I thought you just opened it up and threw it in a pot.
A pot.
Oh, make
Put it in.
the thing.
Yeah. Put it in the pot and
Yes.
cook it.
Yes.
No, you don't add anything.
I don't.
Credit limit on your credit card.
I don't have one.
No credit cards.
$1,000.
$5,000, but I owe $6,000.
What's the credit limit on your credit card?
25,000.
Whatever he tells me.
Which one? I have a lot of them. One is 20,000 and one is 40,000.
What does it cost to rent a home video these days?
Never rent one.
Until about 35.
Cost of a video rental.
$3.
$3?
99 cents if you get 3 runs.
There you go. That's the way. Last time you went to a hairstylist, what did it cost?
130.
Price of your last haircut?
$10.
$20.
$12.
$7.
Free because my mother-in-law is a hairdresser.
I cut it myself.
Time's up. Let's go to the scoreboard. The rich, 6. Us, 26. And the workers win, beat the rich. Their prize, a handshake and the knowledge that they'll wake up tomorrow living their same damn lives. And the rich, they get to maintain their control of 90% of the world's wealth and 100% of the world's Marlow. Thanks for playing Beat the Rich.
Don't go away. We'll be right back. Do we have any conservatives in the audience? Any Republicans? I know this may seem like a dangerous time to admit that. I guarantee you, if you will admit it, that no harm will come to you. Yes, we have 1 here, 2, 3, very good, very brave individuals. Thank you. I just would like to address the 3 who are here with us tonight. I admire you guys, you conservatives, on all the basics. You get up in the morning. You know? I mean, that's something we don't do. You know? you were up before the crack of dawn, and you get to bed at a decent time, and you really do brush 3 times a day, right? Am I right, sir? You do, don't you? You brush your teeth. You shampoo, you rinse, and then you shampoo again, right? I know you do. You follow all the rules. That's why you do it. And you coach Little League. And you're putting $5 a week into little Jimmy's Santa Club account. You keep your new car smell forever. You never lose your keys, you know? So because I really admire you, I want you to support a number of the things that I believe in. Not because for my liberal, do-good, bleeding heart reasons, but because it will benefit you. You will gain from this. Number one, higher wages. I mean, if everybody's making $40,000, $50,000, $60,000 a year, the chances of someone breaking into your mansion and stealing your home entertainment system is nil, right? You know, you're safe. You don't have to go live in those gated communities anymore. You know, it's good for you. It's good for you. Gay rights is good for you. Gay rights is good for you. Yes. Think about this, okay? Don't think of your own self-interest. You know, you probably hear like some people say, 10% of the population is gay, and then you've probably said, oh, that's not true. 10%'s not gay. You know? No, you want it to be 20%, 30%. The more gay guys there are, the more babes for you. That's the way you got to think of it this way. Gay is good. Gay is good for me. More women for me. Me. That's what being a conservative is. Me. I need more money. I'm safe. I don't live in a gated community. I love gay men. More women. That's what you want. Especially the last one, because I really believe that gay rights and our treatment of how we treat gay men and lesbians is really the last frontier of civil rights in this country that we have to address. And I decided I had to do something about it, and I'd like to share that with you right now. America, where everyone is equal under the law, where discrimination on the basis of race, creed, or sex is a thing of the past, right?
AIDS-rotten, dying, spotted faggots are organizing under the banner of gay rights. We have nothing but hate and contempt for these people.
Shouldn't they, take all homosexuals from one city and just put them in the city of their own?
In 20 states, it is a crime to be gay. Though overall crime has dropped in this country, hate crimes against gay men and lesbians are on the rise. Sodomy laws that criminalize homosexual sex, force gay couples to live under the constant threat of arrest and even imprisonment.
We don't need it flaunted. They're not being persecuted in any way.
But no single event has galvanized the country's attention toward violence against gays than the brutal, senseless murder last year of Matthew Shepard, the University of Wyoming student who was beaten and left hanging on a fence to die by 2 thugs who killed him for no other reason than the fact that he was gay. The entire nation reacted with shock, and suddenly some people were starting to pay attention. It was clear what I had to do. Enter our Freedom Riders. The Awful Truth Gay Team.
Xavier. Come call me Kalua. Kalua.
A dozen of the most determined, tactically trained, and sensibly dressed gay men and lesbians I could find.
We're heading out.
Riding aboard 16,000 pounds of hot pink steel and fiberglass straddling a chop shop customized Ford Slant 6 diesel engine. The Sodomobile. A sleek chariot of freedom-loving buggery designed to carry our gay ambassadors of love on a whirlwind tour of every single state that made it illegal to be gay. First stop, the state capital in Topeka, Kansas.
I was approached by a man who started up a friendly conversation, and he eventually turned the conversation to sex. He started asking sexual questions, and once I admitted what I'd be willing to do in my bedroom, I was arrested.
Well, that's why we've come to Kansas with our Sodomobile. We're going to each of the states where these laws are still on the books, and we're breaking every damn one of them.
Is there room for one more?
There was a reason I had come to Topeka. Topeka is also the home to Pastor Fred Phelps, the Baptist preacher who enjoys picketing the funerals of people who have died of AIDS. When I saw Phelps on TV picketing Matthew Shepard's funeral and harassing his grieving parents, I knew something had to be done. I decided to pay a visit to Pastor Fred.
So you like funerals?
Well, you know, it's a good time to preach.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a good time to go out in Casper, Wyoming to inject a little sanity and Bible truth into that insane orgy of homosexual propaganda and lies. I mean, every fag group in the country was using that, making that poor dead boy a poster boy to promote their filth and encouraging all the youth of America to hold him up as somebody to emulate. He was not a good man. This is not a good thing he did. He's in hell now. That's what needs to be preached. You're like dogs eating your own vomit. Wake up.
Dogs eating their own vomit?
Yeah.
But they do that. I mean, my dog eats his own vomit.
Fred knew a lot about dog vomit, and I wanted to hear more. But I thought it was about time Fred met my friends on the Sodomobile.
Well, we brought along, you know, some of our friends who are traveling across the country, so you could talk to them. This is our Sodomobile. They'd like you to come on board.
No, I'm not coming on board.
Give it a shot. Here they are.
No, I'm not coming on board.
Children.
And then the sodomy really began.
You don't want me in there.
We were breaking laws that Phelps hadn't even heard about.
Way to go, guys. Way to go. You're doing good.
Don't get too close. We'll have to call the police on you.
Celebrate the freedom of this country from being sandwiched.
I thought it was time for a free and open exchange of ideas.
You guys are headed straight for hell in a faggot's handbasket. There's no need to get this close.
Reverend Fred was outnumbered, and for once, he left in defeat. It was victory number one for the Sodomobile.
I think he felt the love.
Then it was on to the open road, heading south in search of new wrongs to right.
The wheels on the bus go round.
Long days and even longer nights of traveling, often with nothing more than sodomy to pass the time. Everywhere we went, people came out to cheer us on. Our message of goodwill was sweeping the nation. And on the horizon, a golden opportunity that couldn't be passed up. A chance to break the laws in 3 states at once, at the meeting point of the Arkansas, Missouri, and Oklahoma borders. There was a lot of love at the border that night, and I mean a lot. Heading east through Missouri, where we showed the Show Me State a few things they hadn't seen before.
Okay, boys, drive safe.
15 bottles of beer on the wall, 10 bottles of beer on the wall.
Go back to having sex.
On to Tennessee, a state with no sodomy law, where our freedom riders take a well-deserved rest. Down into Georgia, and then, after a fresh change of linen, we headed south toward Pascagoula, Mississippi, the hometown of Senate Majority Leader Trent Lott.
In America now, there's there's an element that wants to make that alternative lifestyle, an acceptable or normal in every respect.
Trent has some pretty cute ideas about what it means to be gay. He thinks it's a disease like kleptomania or alcoholism.
But you should try to, work with that person to learn to control that problem.
Objections to homosexual or bisexual.
How could we find a common language with a guy like this? A senator, a statesman, a former cheerleader? That's right. Homophobic Trent was once a cheerleader at Ole Miss. Now we knew exactly how to talk to him.
Ready? Okay. Swish it over there. Swish it over here. E-R spell square.
Late man's yard.
All right.
Come back in it, be arrested for trespass.
How are you today?
It was clear Trent just wasn't going to come out. The all-sodomite cheerleading squad had given it their best, but sodomy waits for no man. It was time to move on.
Suddenly, word came from Topeka.
How come they hide in the van instead of coming out here behaving like little animals like they were doing out there when there was no camera on them?
Keep living like you're living, you're going to die and split hell wide open.
So
and
if
it won't
I
be very
die,
long. No,
will
don't
you
touch
come
me.
to my funeral? If
Yeah.
I were to die as far as,
Well,
how far would you go?
You're not important enough.
You're not,
it's
I'm
got
not
to be
important
somebody
enough?
like the president's mother.
What's the furthest you've traveled for a funeral?
The furthest would be to San Francisco to Randy Schultz's funeral.
Oh, you were there for that.
I missed that one.
Oh, we missed that one.
Awesome. Well,
How was the food? Come on, just sing Amazing Grace with us.
Who do you think I am, Karen Carpenter?
No. Well,
No.
Sing, sing a song.
Sing out loud.
oh,
Sing out
strong. Sing all the things not bad.
Anorexic.
Sing of happy, not sad. La 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 la. Jeez, it was bad enough they bashed gays, but the Carpenters? Well, maybe it was the singing, maybe it was the sodomy. Fred was on the run again. And this time, it looked like it was for good. Victory was ours. But there will always be more work to be done. Wherever there is a sodomy law to be broken or an antique sale to be perused, that's where the Sodomobile will go, until every gay man and lesbian in the world can raise their voices in freedom.
Gay at last. Gay at last. Heavens to Betsy, we are gay at last.
Thank you. You'll never be back on NBC now.